Hi there, welcome to Talking Trash with Nat from 79 Skips. Today I want to hop online and talk about a great ebook, a great resource that we've put out for people who are hiring skip bins. This resource is we're providing for free to people to help them get the right bin size, get the right number of bins to separate their waste so that they can save some money and save the environment. It also has many other great pieces of information for people who are hiring skip bins. So I just wanted to run through some of the sections we're going to have in that ebook available for free for you to download and use whomever you choose to hire your bin from. One of the things that we have invented for this ebook is a way to estimate or come up with what size bin you need to hire to get rid of all of the things that you want to get rid of. Now, often in this industry, when you want to make an estimate for what bin size you need, it's pretty much a case of just guessing. And so what this tool that we've developed does is it takes the guesswork out. You simply go around and follow the instructions, and by the end of the process, you will actually be able to choose a bin size and know that it's going to be approximately the right size for what you're doing. Particularly where you're dealing with a whole house worth of stuff, or it's a really big job, this is a really super duper handy tool, and I really recommend, even if that's the only part you're interested in, you download the resource and give it a whirl and see whether it comes out with the same number you guessed. The second part to the ebook is, and there's 7 chapters, is choosing the appropriate waste types to get rid of. So when you order a bin, you select what waste type you're going to be putting into it. Now, we have put together a resource to help you pick out what waste type you should select. This includes working out whether potentially you should have multiple bins so that you can separate at source. This will help the environment because it means that we can effectively make sure that all of the right things are going to the right place, to the right recyclers. We don't have to do the processing, so you get to save some money. So that is really super duper awesome. Everyone loves saving some money. Now, the 3rd chapter, we cover what items you need to look out for when you're ordering your bin to make sure that you let your supplier know that you're going to have those things in your bin, and that will help you to make sure you're getting the best deal. So there are some items where some people will charge extra. We charge extra for a few different items, and that's because we have to do additional processing on those items to either send stuff to landfill or because we're going to actually recycle the stuff, but it takes quite a bit of work to handle doing that. That is really handy information so that you can make sure that you're getting the best deal out of the situation, because sometimes rather than paying the extra fee, you could go elsewhere to get rid of those things. Okay, so our 4th chapter is all about selecting the correct schedule. Many people actually don't realize that trying to get the bin on the precise day that you need it, particularly around having tradies and those sort of people on site where you're paying them money to be there and do work for you, is actually not such a fabulous idea. Unfortunately, acts of God do happen. Weather happens, trucks break down, staff are sometimes sick, and sometimes when we've booked in lots of work, we can't actually complete it on the day. And I don't want to say that we're unreliable or that we don't have backups, because we do, but sometimes things go wrong, and so that you're protected in that instance, it's better to have the bin there before the allocated day when you're going to be completing your works. And not only that, but the thing is that everyone wants to have their bin delivered first thing, and often your tradies are actually going to be there before that. Tradies tend to start at 7 a.m. sharp so that they can finish at 3 o'clock when they're supposed to. And so the thing is, you've just got to have that bin there ready to go for them. Otherwise, they're going to be talking about double handling and that it's such a big deal. And it is. So we focus a whole section on how to pick the right schedule, to work it out, what things you need to look out for and think about, so that you have the absolute most stress-free day when you're trying to get works done, project manage, be it for work or for home at a reno. You will not be stressed because things will just happen like clockwork, which is awesome. That's what we want. Okay, so the fifth obviously is booking it in. This is really important. It's important to think about the things that you need to share at this time. Many of them we've gone through in the previous chapters, but we've got a great resource there that tells you and reminds you all of the things to talk to us about. This will absolutely mean that we can help you get the best deal. It will mean that we can help you get the right schedule and all of those things. So spending a little bit of time when you're booking it in is a good idea. Otherwise, we have got an app where you can do it on your phone, or you can do it directly through our website. So there's a few options for you. We do run through some of the technical parts of making that happen because it's not such a straightforward process. It's not like booking a hotel. There are some extra options you will need to select and think about. So once you've booked it in and your bin gets delivered, the very next thing that we're going to teach you about is how to load that skip bin so that you get the most into it for your dollars. Now, some bins do come with a weight limit, so do be a little bit careful with getting as much as you possibly can, particularly if you're doing bricks or something like that. That could end up meaning if you get a super big bin and you load it up with those bricks and you pack them in real tight, that we can't lift it. So that's a little tip there. Just let us know, if you are going to be putting lots of bricks in a general mix bin, then we should know about it. So that's a little tip there. So there's a whole bunch of resources in that ebook that are going to help you know and get your Tetris game sorted out. So that's one thing that we liken it to in the ebook, is a big Tetris game. Although unfortunately, when you're loading up, it's not like Tetris. It doesn't all disappear if you get it all packed in even at the bottom, like in Tetris. We'd love that to be the case, but no, that's not what happens. You've just got to make sure that you're playing a good game of Tetris and get as much in there as you possibly can, particularly when you're dealing with furniture and other things like that that have got a lot of hollow space. So that's actually a really good thing to be doing and thinking about, particularly on the day, bringing out the big items. I'm going to give away a little bit of what's in the ebook there. Bring out the big heavy items first and getting them into the bin straight up, and that way you can pack smaller items in around it. Okay, so once that's happened, finishing up with your bin, give your supplier a call and let them know that's ready to go. That's the best thank you can give them for a great service. That means that they're going to get to optimize their schedules ahead of time and be thinking about the efficiency of their service, which in the end will end up meaning that they can deliver their services for cheaper to you. We love it when our customers call them when they're finished with their bin. We do our best to give you a call as soon as we can, as soon as we think that you will be finished with the bin, so that we can get that back and get the recycling of that waste and sorting of that waste happening as soon as possible. So what is up next? So there's actually a bonus chapter in our ebook where we talk about how to stop people from loading your bin for you. And by that I mean sneaky people coming around in the middle of the night, loading your bin for you. We've got some great tips for making sure that that doesn't happen, or at least minimizing the chances of you ending up having to get another bin to cover for the fact that your sneaky, nasty neighbors and other people in the neighborhood have come and filled your bin for you. All right, so that's all that there is in our ebook. We are super excited to be providing that to people for free. For free, that's right. I am going to include the link in the description below. Head down there, head to the page and download the resource because it is just so good. All right, that's it from me talking trash today. All you guys out there, if you've got any trash questions, any questions about how we process, how we deal with, what we do with your waste out of the bins, if you've got any waste questions at all, I would absolutely love to hear them so that I can answer them for you. So if that's you, subscribe to the channel, and even if not, subscribe to this channel, smash the notification, the bell button, punch in a comment, ask a question, hit the like button. I'll see you next time. This has been Talking Trash with Nat from 79 Skips. All right, see you later, guys.